bottom line is, I've found out recently, he's known for a long time, these cards are worth a lot of money.
What is going on, everyone? I am here back now, Damien from Main Event Cards, and I'm back.
We are back, baby. We are fucking back. We're back. Classic.
I was on Instagram the other day, scrolling through the reels, and I had something pop up in my feed that I organically wanted to do a reaction for. No bullshit filter, let's get straight into it. So we can see here, we are over on Instagram right now, we are going to be playing a video where Dana White, the UFC president, he's all about UFC cards all of a sudden, and it's great. It is great news. He's here joined by another UFC card expert. We're going to get straight into the video. Let's see what happens.
What's up, everybody? It's Ribbon Friday here at UFC headquarters. So the other day, I had the top executives here in a meeting with me. I just organically started opening cards with these guys.
Okay, Dana. He is organically started opening cards with these guys. I'm not really sure if organically is the right word there, but don't take my word for it. Let's see what Google says. Organically. What does organically mean? It means from or in connection with living matter. It doesn't really fit. Without the use of chemical fertilizers, pesticides, or other artificial chemicals. Well, unless these cards are being made without chemicals, but then again, not really making that much sense. What does it mean to say organically? In a way that happens or develops naturally over time, without being forced or planned by anyone. So, if I get this right, if Dana White had the Topps executives over with him, and then he automatically, organically starts opening cards for the second time now. To be fair, this is the second time he has done a Rip It Friday where he organically has started opening up cards. I'm not really sure that fits, but whatever. He's the president of the UFC, so we will give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's continue on.
And we pulled some ridiculous cards. We pulled a Neymar Jr. that was worth 10 grand. We pulled a baseball player that was worth 15 grand. So
great points, Dana. Unfortunately, though, you are the president of the UFC, and you are just mentioning about athletes who are not UFC athletes or not UFC cards. But I get what you're trying to do. The value is there. Let's keep going.
I actually like doing this. I'm going to do it every week. And I'm here with Joe. Joe, tell them
who is Joe. I'm excited to hear who Joe is. Let's get to it.
who you are and what you do.
I'm Joe. I work in licensing here at the UFC. I work on everything Topps, so anything from the marketing to the product. I'm also a huge sports card nerd as well.
All right, yes. Let's go, Joe. So we went from having this guy.
Matt is an expert.
Sugars to 6, rookie patch.
To now we have Joe, the UFC card licensing employee who also happens to be a huge card nerd. So I'm not sure where they're getting these names from for these card experts. It's like they're just going on YouTube and typing in UFC cards and picking names from the biggest UFC channels. We had Matt, aka Matt from the Golden Octagon last time. We're now going down to Joe from Joe's Card Stash for this guy appearing in this video. Who's going to be next? Who could it be? Could the next guy be starring on Dana White's Instagram? Be some guy named Zach, another UFC card expert? Could it be another UFC card expert named Cloudsy or Jay Money? Or could it even be Damien? Oh, this is exciting times, guys. Let's keep going.
So today we're going to be opening 2024 Topps Knockout UFC. We were just talking about some of the values of these cards. An Alex Pereira just sold for 30 grand, and that was this year.
Yeah, let's talk about the values. Unfortunately, Joe, I get what you're doing. That was a card from 2024 Topps Midnight, not 2024 Knockout, which you're about to open. But I get what you mean. Spread the word about a big UFC card sale. Good stuff. Let's keep going.
We're looking for Sean O'Malley. He's an auto we're hunting. Israel Adesanya. Conor McGregor. One of his.
Oh, okay, Joe. Joe, the huge UFC card nerd, or card nerd in general, whatever, he just rattled off the 3 biggest casual names in MMA, and they are the cards we really want out of this 2024 knockout box. Even though all those athletes have had, knockout cards before in previous years. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter about the biggest rookie from 2024 Tops in Diego Lopez. Doesn't matter about him. We want the 3 biggest casual names in MMA. Fair enough.
Cards in 2014 sold for 80 grand, and there's a 1-of-1 floating up.
Whoa, 2014 Tops. But thanks to Joe, the huge card nerd, he has let us all know that this 2017 Topps Chrome Super Refractor Conor McGregor sold for 80k. Well, it sold for 73k, but I get what you're doing. Round up. Sounds better for the casuals. That's the main thing here, what we're doing. And once again, the second biggest UFC card sale. He could have mentioned about Habib, but maybe he hasn't heard of Habib because Habib retired a few years ago. So, I mean, it's okay, Joe. You're a huge card nerd. We get it. And we all make mistakes, Maybe it was 24. I don't know. Maybe he knows better. He works for Topps. He works for UFC. He might know better that this was 2014 Topps, not 2017 Topps. But keep going.
Out there, and we think it's in here, so we're gonna be looking for that. These cards are super valuable.
They are absolutely super valuable. Great point once again. We wanted to make that known. These cards, 2024 Topps Knockout, a re-release for Topps that we haven't had for a few years, are absolutely smashing all the secondary sale records. Keep going.
And yeah, I'm ready to jump in.
We hope it's in here.
Yeah.
So whatever any of these cards are worth, every Friday when I open these up, I mean, we can find a 6-figure card.
We could, Dana. We could find the first ever 6-figure UFC card in a re-release product for Topps. I mean, you never know. We're onto something here, guys.
Giving this away to you.
Men of the people.
So we're gonna
do
this every week. Whatever we end up with, we will give to you.
Thanks, Dan.
So we pulled some good cards, some fun ones, but he and I both love this Patty Pimblett. What do you think of the Patty Pimblett?
This card is sick. It's an on-card auto.
Great point.
50, so there's only 50 of them in the
Well
card.
noted.
The condition is great too.
Yeah, we can't really see it there, but I'm going to take Joe's word for it that card is in excellent condition because it doesn't have 2 relics in it. It hasn't got an on-card auto in it. It hasn't been sent halfway across the world, but, it's, good stuff.
This Stempa is very fun. We didn't find it listed anywhere. It's an on-card auto.
Good point.
Out of
Again.
199.
Yep.
And that's his rookie card as well with this man.
Huge
So
card.
we got an autographed Mike Malott. You know how we feel about the Patty Pimblett, the Shevchenko.
DJ Dana spinning it up on the table there with these UFC cards, keeping their value because that is what is important. Keep going. He can do what he wants. UFC president here, Dana White.
A Brandon Moreno here. The bottom line is,
Oh,
we found out recently. He's known for a long time. These cards are worth a lot of money. He's just finding out about this, guys, organically. He's just finding out organically the UFC cards are worth a lot of money. Topps executives or not. Oh man, this is great work here, right now. Good stuff. Promote the hobby. 6 figures UFC. So we're gonna unbox different sports: soccer, baseball, basketball, and we're gonna find one-of-ones. We're gonna find cards like he said that are 6 figures.
6 figures again. Big numbers, Dana. Big numbers. I love it.
Comment below and let me know what sport you want me to pull next. We'll pull UFC every week, and we'll pull it with another sport.
That's clever, Dana. I love the marketing here. The marketing president of the UFC, genius, Dana White. He wants to pull UFC with another sport, one of the other 3 bigger sports. He's talking about baseball, he's talking about football, he's talking about basketball. He wants to rip UFC with another one of those products every Friday. That's very smart because what you're doing is you're then bringing in eyes from other sports into the UFC market for those 6-figure cards. Great stuff, though. I love that. Good idea.
And you guys let me know what you want. All right, so what I have here are the 21 best cards that he has picked.
Oh, man, those 21 best cards that UFC card nerd, huge card nerd, Joe has picked out. I mean, what I'd love to do to get my hands on those.
To give away, all you got to do, tag me, tag Topps in your stories, and we will select a winner.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, this is great. This is great. It's Dana White pushing UFC cards, which we've never had before. He's never organically got into cards before, but he has now, organically. Once again, as I said, don't understate that because it's the second time now he's organically started ripping UFC card products. Great work by Dana, spreading the UFC card word out into the world to build the community. I love it. Let's see what some of the educated people in the comments have to say. We have Chicken 101 here. At Dana White, I have a steel case of 2009 round 1. It has your rookie card in it along with Joe Rogan's, which the 1 of 1 is believed to still be out there. Let me know, it would be fun. So, I want to make this known, all sarcasm up until this point beside Chicken 101, great guy in the UFC card community, actually one of the people who is doing a good job of organically building the UFC card community in the right way, with the right message. So I agree with Chicken. If he could get Dana White onto some sort of stream like he did have with Aoki and Bruce Buffer with a 2009 case rip recently, that would be massive. That would be great. But we'll wait for that to happen in the meanwhile. We have Mondo MMA cards. Open old school UFC, 2013 Bloodlines, 2017 Chrome. Maybe it's 2014 Chrome, we don't know yet. We heard it here first before. 2009 round 1. Great point, Mondo MMA cards, and a great idea, but, I've got a feeling that because opening up older school UFC cards doesn't help promote the tops and fanatics of today by opening up products from years ago, it doesn't help build the message that Dana White is trying to do here by what Fanatics is trying to do. It's not organically helping the intentions of these guys if they're opening up products that have already been released. So it's not really going to be lining anyone's pockets organically. But great idea, and that actually would help in my own opinion as well. We have DK here. DK displays. Do better, Joe. Collectors want multicolour fight used matte and fighter fight worn memorabilia in these cards. That is 1000% true, because apparently now with 2024 Tops, we get canvas relics from unknown specific events, which is probably the worst thing that I've ever seen with Tops UFC cards. Limited cards wants UFC and anything. Respond to Chicken 101. Yeah, do it. Savage MMA cards, UFC cards on the rise. That they are. Once again, Dana White doing his part to organically boost the UFC card community and collector base. If you have not already following Savage MMA cards, he has single-handedly one of the best, if not the best, Nate Diaz PCs I have ever seen. Go and give him a follow. Awesome collection. We have Swervin here. My guy Swervin. I also tend to open cards organically. Probably the smartest comment that I've seen so far. Once again, that has gotten 197 likes deservingly, because I think Swervin actually understands what my whole message is that I'm portraying here. And he gets it. And I'm not sure a lot of other people get it. Just keep doing UFC. UFC only. Collector's DNA in here, one of the breakers. We only want you to open UFC at Card Father. Yep. One punch cards, aka Josh Emmett. Fire emojis. Let's see what other educated opinions we have in here. Who's with me wanting Dana to open these packs naked? I'm not with you at all on that. We need Fuck It Friday back. Yeah, this is the new Fuck It Friday. It's the same thing, basically. Oh! Dana will fall off his chair when he pulls his jaw. Rip It Friday by Tops. Nothing else here, really. How can I get Paddy Pimblett the baddie card from you? Just a bunch of dick riders here in the comments now. So nothing else interesting. Once again, sounds like I'm hating on this video. And, I mean, take what you want from what I'm talking about right now. This is great for promoting the UFC card space. Dana White, obviously massive follower on Instagram, president of the UFC, president of the sport. So if he starts promoting about cards, more eyes are going to get on the cards than what we've seen previously before. That's great. But I do absolutely think this is all just a facade. I mean, think of it what you want. Positivity, crowd, whatever. Couldn't care less. This is my reaction to this video. If you made it this far, I appreciate every single one of you for watching. Trying to get better with some videos now. I am getting more inspired to get back into the weekly content, so we'll see what happens moving here forward. If you're not already subscribed, if you enjoyed this video, if you got a laugh, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, help me out, and I'll see you again here next time at Main Event Cards.
The bottom line is, I found out recently, he's known for a long time, these cards are worth a lot of money.
You serious?